Okay, here we are. We're moving stuff over and we got some really nice bags here. Some Dooney that I need to check out. So I'm not sure what I'm getting myself into, but I think it's gonna be a lot of fun, right? I just wanted to hop on because I have this interesting opportunity I'm about to take advantage of, and I want to bring you along with me. I'm not sure how much I'll be able to film. Somebody in my community who does estate sales reached out to me, who must follow me somewhere on social media. She said that she recently cleaned out the home of a woman who had passed away and that she had a tremendous amount of clothes and accessories, shoes and whatnot. She sent me a snapshot of some of the shoes, and there were 2 pairs of brand new Hoka ones or Hokas and Allbirds that were new in the box, as well as some other shoes. She said it was going to be like bins pricing, but I don't know how much I want to take. She sent me a snapshot of the trunk of her car, and there were like 4 contractor bags. I don't typically do buyouts like this, but she was just saying she can't process it all, that with the amount of stuff that was part of the estate, the clothes just kind of put her over the edge. So I think she's just really looking to get rid of them and salvage some of the money. It sounds like the people who were in charge of the estate were this woman's nieces, and they just kind of wanted everything gone. I'm very excited. These opportunities are always fun when they pop up. Usually they lead to some nice relationships and maybe some really good product to share with you. I texted her. I asked her if she took Venmo. She said yes. So I'm happy about that. And like I said, I have no idea what I'm getting myself into. Hopefully it's good. Okay, here we are. This is the trunk, and I'm slightly intimidated, but we're moving stuff over, and we got some really nice bags here. Some Dooney that I need to check out. So I'm not sure what I'm getting myself into, but I think it's gonna be a lot of fun, right? So we'll have a really good haul.
This is trash.
Trash, okay. We'll bring some. Yeah, the Talbots and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, it'll be like Christmas.
I think the rest of this is
Okay. That was crazy. I ended up paying her $250. I seriously think she would have taken less. But just based on the Dooney and Burke's bags that she showed me in the vintage coach, I mean, just those bags alone, I would make my money back and then some. And then there are approximately 8 or 9 bags in my car. Honestly, a lot of it I'm not into. I can tell right off the bat. All these clothes right here, most of them I'm going to donate right away. She said she had like a QVC habit. She was 94 when she passed, single, no children, and just like excessive. But like just here is one of the Dooneys, absolutely beautiful, pebbled leather, still has like the bag here. I didn't even look in all this. This Dooney, new. I'll go over this more when I get home. Just this little one. But I mean, seriously, this bag alone had like 3 Dooney bags, and they're like a few like that. So I think $250 is a steal. She was happy. She's been working really hard cleaning out this estate, so she was just looking to get rid of stuff. I wasn't anticipating filming today. For whatever reason, this family just didn't want to deal with selling the clothes and accessories. The Hoka ones, she said her husband ended up taking. I have no idea. It is going to be such a treasure hunt. This is probably going to be a few videos, but let's get home and we'll see what we get. I guess she has a ton of Lori Goldstein, J. Jill Talbots, that sort of stuff. Not really my wheelhouse, but certainly I saw some vintage wool Polo Ralph Lauren sweaters that were pretty interesting to me, so it'll be fun. I can't wait. I'm going through like the low-hanging fruit right now that I know these are things that I'm certain that I'm gonna donate. Like, I don't know, LL Bean turtleneck. A lot of this, some of the stuff is also like discolored. Not that that's not, you know, worth a little something, but again, just stuff that I don't want to deal with right off the bat. Like these are just easy things to toss for me. Although like this is a Pendleton extra large. I don't know. I have a pile of things that are vintage that would probably make a little money, but I don't want to sell them. So I'll show you some of the things that I'm keeping to sell that are vintage. Like I love this skirt. How amazing is this vintage skirt? Just so beautiful. This is Christy Brinkley. I think that this 80s Ralph Lauren wool sweater is really cool. And at quick glance, I'm not seeing holes in a lot of this wool, which is a miracle. This is a vintage sweater. The brand is Components. This is Brooks Brothers. I mean, I just have to make a decision. I can't sell everything. One of the things I'm learning quickly is that when she liked something, she bought it in bulk. So these are, for example, Talbot's 14 petite flattering 5-pocket jeans. So on their own, I don't know that I would list them, but now I have 3 pairs, 2 in the same wash and then 1 in a darker wash. So this is something I could for sure bundle, even on Poshmark, you know, and do like three pairs of Talbot's 14 petite jeans for 40 bucks, 35 bucks, and I think they would sell. So that's the nice thing. Like when I say, you know, 12 LL Bean turtlenecks, I'm not exaggerating. We just went through one bag. It was all new with tag. My girlfriend Kim came to help me. She's out of, so anybody who's a 14 petite and loves Talbots, hit me up.
That's actually really cute.
That's really cute.
With the cropped arms.
Look at this.
With a white shirt, like
That's
under
beautiful.
black.
All right.
Which?
There's also this.
Newest
you know,
tag,
but newest tag Hanes, $7.99. Actually, those look pretty comfy. That's J. Jill. I think I just need to do a J. Jill haul.
I think so.
Because there's so much J. Jill.
Raphaela, but that's.
I'll probably donate.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
I mean, just when you have, I gotta draw the line.
Here's
somewhere.
another. Oh,
my
J.
God.
Jill dress.
Linen.
Yes, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Talbot
I mean, once I tap into somebody who loves Talbots,
so
it's gonna be
I'm
crazy.
sure.
I mean,
because it's all 14. This is extra large, so it's all extra large petite, is what it is.
Harry Ellis, like that's. This is something like I wouldn't sell on my own. I don't really know what to do with some of the vintage stuff because.
Is there a vintage place around here that you could?
This is Brooks Brothers. I know there's like I don't want to sell that. I don't want to sell this either.
So here.
You got the fun bag.
All right, let's put.
All right, let's do.
You don't want to sell,
but not
get you like
exactly.
like these could go to a vintage
right
store.
Same with this.
Is there like a vintage consignment store?
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of hoping.
That you can just bring like even this.
Oh my gosh, is this a? Oh, it's a suit. That went with this.
Oh.
These are J. Jill linen large. Maybe I'll keep these.
Oh, those are perfect.
These are nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm going to keep those. And they're not petite.
Right.
Okay. Have a seat.
A pair of jeans.
I kind of like that the sleeves are slightly longer.
I do too. It looks awesome on you too. I would keep that. Well, we still haven't finished the lorry.
I know. We're still going through stuff, but I just wanted to give you a quick rundown of where we're at. So we've actually divided things into bags. This entire bag is blazers, all sorts of blazers, linen, wool, tweed, everything. These things on the chair here are kind of interesting, fun vintage stuff that I think I want to sell. These are all good vintage pieces that I don't want to sell. I'm going to try to bring them to consignment. Those are our donate bags over there. This bag is one, with the exception of this, 100% new with tags. Talbots, J. Jill, more. Like stuff like this, a ton. Just an absolute ton. I think I showed this earlier. This is the chair we're going through with more t-shirts than you'll ever want. A whole bag of socks. Found 2 pairs of smart wool socks in here. So even some of the socks are nice. So we got shoes over here.
some Ugg boots, some Clarks. I haven't really touched the shoes yet because this is the stuff this is the not fun stuff I want to get through. And we're going through these right now. Bag of hangers, a little pile from Miss Nana over here.
T-shirts are not. There's a lot of J. Jill, so we'll separate.
We have now gotten to the point where we are going through socks. But there's 100. We know one thing about our friend.
But they're very clean.
She couldn't possibly wear all this.
I don't think her
I mean, she was 94. Like, how many times did she wear these socks? Okay, we're going. We're delirious right now. I just thought that I would go ahead and show you a portion of what I got today. I've already showed you a lot of the footage. I'm going to keep the clothing haul separate since I really have to go through a lot of that, but I'm gonna share with you some of the numbers as far as how many items I got and whatnot. I'm gonna show you what I decided to keep for myself. And then I am going to do a handbag haul because I think that was the most exciting part of this entire haul. That is why I went out on a limb and decided to meet this woman when she showed me pictures of the Dooney bag. And it was really a win-win situation because she was toast from doing this estate sale. She wanted the stuff out. I was excited to take it off of her hands. It just worked out. There were a couple really nice surprises in here. So let's just jump into the haul. I'll show you really quickly what I got for myself. I have numbers here. Sorry, I am honestly so tired. It's like 7:30. I took a break to eat something. We went hard today. My friend Kim came over. Thank you, Kim, so much. I'm actually just filming on my iPhone because I ran out of memory from filming the time lapse on my real camera. There were 15 blazers, and I don't think that includes the 2 that I kept for myself. They're both Talbot's blazers. I've been really trying to build up my thrifted wardrobe, but not just anything. Like, I want to get a lot of my basics in, and I thought that this blazer was just gorgeous. It's really cute. I feel like I need a better bra with this. I just love the camel. It's wool. It's very classic, I think. I love all the little details on it. It's actually pretty lightweight as well. Of course, when I was going through, this woman bought 2 of everything. So I pulled this, and I also pulled the same one in black. 90% wool and 10% nylon. I thought it might be cashmere because it's so soft, but it's probably like a merino wool. Tank tops to wear to bed. More tank tops, boring tank tops. A gray t-shirt for Rocco. Another black tank top. I love rib tank tops. My favorite rib tank top is from Faded Glory. That's right, Walmart. It's my favorite. I wear a black tank top to bed almost every night. All right, this is the same jacket in black. And it was so funny because I pulled the black one obviously I'm gonna wear the black one a lot more. I pulled the black one very early on. And then as I was going through everything, I saw the camo one and I said, gosh, this is really stunning. And I thought to myself, oh my gosh, I just pulled that in black. So clearly I have a look that I like. Guaranteed I wear the black like 30,000 times more than the camel. It just makes me look thinner. I don't know what to say. I also grabbed this J. Jill. I swear she had this shirt 4 or 5 times. I'm not kidding. But they were all new with tag, and this was white. It was an extra large. It was a really nice basic that I probably wouldn't want to photograph myself. In the bag, we have 35 items at least that were new with tag, and I would say 20 of those pieces are J. Jill linen. And the last thing I grabbed for myself were these J. Jill. These were a dime a dozen. She had so many pairs of linen pants. I just grabbed these black wide leg linen pants from J. Jill. So just some basics for myself, black, tan, and white. Love them all. And this was just such a small portion of what was in that bag. All right, so now let's move on to the handbag. This probably wins the award for most unexpected valued piece. This is a quilted leather camera bag, essentially. Very on trend right now. It's pretty unassuming, and I saw this and I thought, cute little vintage bag. The brand is Lanvin, Lanvin, and I watched a pronunciation thing, and it said that in French, an is en, like you don't say the n, so Lanvin. I would have said Lanvin, had I not read up on it. But anyways, these bags are like $1,200 bags. I couldn't believe it. I'm debating if I want to send this to Fashion File or the Real, or if I just want to list it on my own. You know, I looked in here, I saw the made in Italy. I was pretty pumped just because it was a nice, simple bag. And then I looked at the comps on it and they're pretty good. And this in particular is a piece that I think is great right now, you know, kind of little, maybe little like, it's like Chanel meets Yves Saint Laurent vibes to me. So kind of exciting. I'm thinking about listing this on Poshmark at like $525 just to get it over the 500 so it can be authenticated. Some of these are listed at $200, some are listed at $600, $700. So tough call on this. It's a really gorgeous bag. There are like some like nicks in the hardware over here, and there's like a tiny little bit of wear in the corners, but I mean, generally this handbag is gorgeous and timeless and, you know, would be beautiful right now. This is one of the bags that I thought was really adorable, but I cannot for the life of me, I can't tell what the brand is. It almost looks like the start of Cobble, maybe C-O-B-B, Cobbonite. I can't tell, but something original. Anyways, really cute bag. This is just a nice little evening bag. This is a little more chintz. It's just like a light plastic, so I don't know that this is anything high-end. If it were just this portion, I might think that it was something high-end, but this kind of makes me feel like it's not so high-end. Love this so much. This is just a classic little leather crossbody bag. Like, this is something I feel like I would go into Madewell and see. It is vintage Ann Taylor, made in Italy. It's really interesting to look at some of these pieces like Liz Claiborne, Anne Klein, Ann Taylor, all these brands that were like such a big deal in the 80s. Isn't that gorgeous? Just this little classic bag. Nothing really to it, but so, again, so stylish for now, today. I showed this on my Instagram stories, very similar style to this, except this is Filene's for all my Boston people. Filene's Basement was like an institution here in Boston. You would shop the basement sales. I've mentioned them before on my channel. This bag is, again, made in Italy, Filene's, leather, cute, little butterscotch color crossbody. These gloves, I think I'm tossing. I held on to them because I wanted to look and see if there was any brand, but they're filthy. They're really thin and I didn't see any brand on them, but just little gloves. I thought this was really pretty. Total cottagecore vibes, and it is leather trimmed. It's a crossbody by Ralph Lauren. Put Ralph Lauren in here. Just gorgeous bag. Her handbags were so nice. This is in really beautiful condition. This I thought was really unique as well. This is Anne Klein. This one is made in the USA, Anne Klein. It says for somebody. For Cauldron? I wonder if that's what that bag is, Cauldron. Anne Klein for Cauldron. I'm clueless with some of these, but I love the texture on this bag. It almost looks like a little cupcake. I love the shape of it, so cute. Filming on an iPhone is so easy, I miss it. I also showed this on my Instagram story. I thought this was such a unique bag. Again, back in the day when Liz Claiborne was kind of a big deal, or at least it was to young Lori. This is almost has like a plasticky woven feel to it. I don't know how to describe it, but do you guys remember this little Liz emblem? It's all leather trim. There's US patent inside, but I mean, you can see in here, it's such beautiful condition on this bag. I have no idea what the comps are on this. I just was excited that this was such a unique piece with the leather. And again, all these bags can be worn as crossbodies, which is so nice. I mean, the majority of them. Maybe not that little evening bag. Remember, I paid $250. I think in total, we counted over 215 items. Plus I have 3 trash bags that I'm donating. I kept like 8 pieces. My friend went home with a huge bag. We had well over 300 pieces here. So I definitely paid like less than $1 for each item. So Dooney, all these Dooney bags. I have 4 Dooney bags. One of them is pretty worn. 2 are brand new. As I mentioned earlier, the woman said that she used to, the estate sale woman, her name is Sheila. Hi Sheila, if you're watching, I love you. Thank you for reaching out to me. But the woman whose sale this was, Sheila is the person who worked. Sheila said that the woman really shopped on QVC a lot, and I did notice that there were a couple Dooney pieces that were right from the QVC site, so they're probably more recent. But this bag is really pretty. This one is an X, is this, oh no, this is the worn one. This is the one that's pretty worn. So this is popping out over here. There's some cracking in the crossbody portion of the leather. So this was definitely the bag that she used a lot. But this really, the piping is in the worst condition. I don't know, but I would probably still get like maybe $25, $30 for this. Everything else is immaculate. This is just a cute little nylon crossbody with the double zip. And it's just like this kind of nudish color. This came undone. I just have to strap this. But she definitely liked crossbodies, which girl after my own heart. So I like that. So there's that Dooney. Okay, there's this one. This one's new with tag. Still has the wrap around it. And this is the Natural Crossbody Pochette Nana. It says Nana bag. How cute is that? This on the QVC website was on sale for $109 or $119, and I think it retailed for like $149. So I don't know, maybe I'd list it around $125, $115 since it's new. And I didn't see many in that color. This is another Dooney bag that is new with tag. This is the Taupe Hobo bag. Really nice. I love these neutral colors. And I can't believe these are new with tag. So these definitely aren't vintage like some of the older ones, but look at how nice. Oh, this one's, oh, you know what's cute about this? There's the liner, and then attached is this adorable little pouch that goes inside. And I really love the striped liner, and it's like the gift that keeps on giving. And then like a little key fob. So this is really nice. Loving this. And I love the red fabric. Really nice bags. I'm still a little bit in a fog from today. What's this one? Did I show this one yet? Oh no, this is the last bag. So there were 5 Dooney bags. This one's really beautiful. It is not new with tag, but it is like brand new. Love this color. This is a great little shoulder bag. The size is adorable. It's like a grayish brown. Well, not brown, not gray, but maybe it has like little green undertones. It's hard to tell because I have all this kind of artificial light shining on me and the sun's going down. So I have no idea. I haven't estimated just how much I will make on this haul in general. And, you know, I know it seems so exciting because, you know, I was sharing on my Instagram stories today and I was so hyped up that you saw in the beginning of the video. Like before I went there, I didn't know what to expect. But it is a lot of work. I was looking at the trunk and I said to this woman, I'm like, oh, I said, as excited as I am, I just know how many hours is in front of me as far as like researching vintage pieces, going through, deciding what to keep, what to donate. I have a huge bag that I am contemplating just bringing to like a vintage consignment store and just letting it go for whatever they want to give me. I mean, I'll go through it and probably pull a few pieces. I think I mentioned earlier, there were over 40 pieces of just Lori Goldstein. I mean, so I don't even know how much of that I'll show in a haul. There's an entire bag, I'm estimating like 60 pieces that are just basics, like Talbot's, like the tank tops I showed you earlier, and like t-shirts from Talbot's, J. Jill, Gap, Eddie Bauer, Land's End, like those sorts of brands. I mean, none of these brands were great, although I have 2 designer things that I'm very excited to show you. This was one of the Coach bags. Again, another bag that can be worn as a crossbody. I love these styles. Vintage Coach is so hot right now, so I'm very excited to get these pieces. I read the Creed. I believe they're all made in the United States. Yeah, this one says made in the United States. So you can always look on Coach bags. And this is the Creed that, you know, tells you where it was made. And before a certain date, they were made in the United States. I'm not sure which era it says made in New York City. I think that's one of them. And then underneath is a number. Although I typed in this number and I could not find the actual style of this bag, but it's just such a great basic, you know, classic Coach. I love these little, the little hooks on the side with that brass. They're just so beautiful. So some of these older bags that are old, they're just suede on the inside. There's no liner. That's another way of identifying that it's vintage. And I'm no Coach expert, but I've learned a little bit in my travels. And it's interesting, some of the older ones, they just have the Coach tag on this side, but it's just raw suede on the other side. And now I believe most Coach bags, you know, they're covered on both sides. It's not like the raw suede on one side. So cool. I love seeing the old pieces. There was a trash bag full of socks, like really nice socks. I pulled out a couple Smart Wool. I think I showed you earlier, but this little Coach wallet was in the bottom of the sock bag. It's so funny, like the random things that you find. So, you know, this is probably just like a little $15, $20 thing, if that, but it just says Coach here. Just like a cute little fold over. These two Coach bags are beautiful. And then I'm going to end this video with two designer pieces. So this is, what was the name of this bag? I'm like totally spacing out right now. Oh, binocular bag. This was the binocular bag, and I think this is so unique. Kind of want to wear this a little bit. So if you look from the top, it folds, almost looks a little bit like a fortune cookie. And then it opens this way. So it's rounded, so it flaps down like this. And the clasp in the front is pretty cool. Oh, I'm missing like my fancy camera that does the cool close-ups and blurs me out. See, this has the suede on the back of the Coach, but this is in really beautiful shape. If you look at the corners, is it beautiful shape? Am I lying? No, it's really nice. It's really nice. You know, a couple scratches, that's the nature of it. You can see here, but overall, really beautiful, unique piece, this binocular bag. Really cute. I love the size of that. But probably the crown jewel of the Coach bags would be this bag. This is the Courier bag, and it just has this little flap that like goes right in here, and I will pop some comps on the screen to show you what some of these are selling for. It looks like they've done this bag over. So there's a modern version of this bag, and it looks like there was a collab with somebody. It started with an R. But what is cool about this, and what I didn't see when I was researching it, is that this has this brown leather trim. So it's black and brown, and it's just gorgeous. It's a thick strap. I mean, I think meant to be a shoulder bag, but I guess if you were tiny, you could wear it over. It would be a little short for a crossbody because it is, although it could go a little bit longer on both sides. And then I think it could absolutely be a crossbody bag. But this, the comps on these are anywhere between like $200 and $400 sold. So this bag alone might pay for this entire haul. And I was really excited to see this. You know, when you see everything in trash bags and you're just getting like little snapshots of what it is, it's pretty exciting. But it's not until you get home and really start to dig things that you might have thought were gonna be like your big money makers, maybe they're not. And then you get like little surprises like this quilted leather bag, which I think I passed over this 3 times before I actually sat down, looked at the brand. I was unfamiliar with this brand. As I've said before, there are a lot of brands I'm unfamiliar with. And then you run the comps and you're like, oh my goodness. And then there are other things that I thought maybe there are some shoes, Mephisto shoes. They're really cute. And the price tag was $185 on the box, and they're like new inside the box. But then I looked up comps and a lot of them were listed like $50, $60, sold for like $35. So I thought the shoes might be more of a moneymaker, and some of them aren't, although there were like some Ugg boots in there that are brand new that I don't even think the woman selling the stuff to me knew was in there. I mean, I think she went through the bags, but she was just looking to move this stuff. So I don't think it was like she went through with a fine tooth comb. Okay, here we go. The thing that I am most excited about is this belt. So this belt is a Saint Laurent belt, Yves Saint Laurent. This is a small. It is a suede double buckle belt. You can see right here that this leather has seen better days. I really want Angie to model this for me because I think it would make a big difference with this piece. It's just gorgeous. It's this dark, like burgundy colored suede, and it's really beautiful. But yeah, this is not in the best shape, the buckle. She must have worn this a lot. It's funny to see the things that she did wear. And it looks like because the tag is here, maybe the buckles go on the side like this. And obviously I see a little bit of staining here, so who knows? The Saint Laurent belts, I saw some were listed in the $100 range, some were listed in the $500, $600 range. I mean, just at first glance, I'm thinking maybe I would try 200. I don't even know. What do you think? I don't know if this is too much of a deal breaker, although I guess people could wear it this way, but then you wouldn't have the same detail as you do. Oh no, I guess it's the same. No, there's a little bit more here than here. Like, I don't know. I'm so tired right now, I can't even think. Anyways, this is really pretty. I was very excited to find Saint Laurent in here. I've been eyeing, you know, their bags lately, and wouldn't it be so nice to sell like this quilted leather bag and then this Saint Laurent belt and like have a nice chunk to put down on a Saint Laurent bag? I would love that, right? This belt is amazing. It's just not heavily branded, but I went online and I searched Saint Laurent YSL chain belts, and I got a lot that had this little tag here. This is it for branding, this little thing that says YSL on both sides. And it's very heavy. It's you know, this is just like a plastic, you know, but I love that little floral, little hunky-do thing. And then this is just hooked on. So wherever you put it on, you just hook it like this, and then the rest of it hangs. So awesome. So I'm going to have Angelina try this on with like maybe just like a very plain black dress, white dress, maybe white, because then this would pop. But absolutely gorgeous. This, I think, will bring me more money than this, just because this has some damage to it. And some of the chain belts, I mean, I saw chain belts listed as high as $1,200. Obviously, I'm not going to list it that high. I'm thinking more like, you know, $200 or $300 clear, not list, would be awesome for this. Let me know your thoughts. Would you send this to Fashion File? Would you send it to The Real Real and take your chances? Maybe get it authenticated first. I was thinking, like, if I list high, you know, on Poshmark, anything that sells for over $500 automatically gets authenticated at Poshmark. I just recently sold a Burberry dress, and it was the first piece that actually had to get sent to Poshmark for authentication before it went off to my buyer, and everything went well. So I was very excited about that sale. I just think people have more confidence when they're shopping on Poshmark if you list something over $500, if they purchase over $500, because they know it's going to be authenticated. So I don't know what to do with this. I'm really just taking it all in. I have so much going on here. I haven't even finished Thrift Across New England. I started my series 10 in 10, where I covered 10 things in 10 minutes. And then this just kind of fell on my lap. So here we are. But it's good. I have a lot of stuff to film, a lot of content to create, and I really need to stay out of the thrift stores for a very long time. I have a special guest coming to visit me on August 3rd. It's kind of a surprise, but I'm very excited. So my thought is that I am going to not shop until my guest arrives, and it's not Hope, if people are guessing Hope. So although I am excited to see Hope again, and I am going to PoshFest. I don't know if I've said that online, but I did buy my ticket for PoshFest, and I'm so excited to meet people at PoshFest. So definitely come say hi to me if you are going. This is my first PoshFest, and I'm excited. All right, I am gonna wrap up this video right here. Thank you so much for joining me on this really exciting adventure that I had today. I look forward to going through stuff more. My thought is that I'll do probably one more video, and it's going to be vintage pieces. And then maybe I'll do one more as just like a wrap up and cover some of the sales once I get a few sales in. So that should be fun. Again, I paid $250 for over 215 pieces to sell. So I think it's going to be a really good outcome in the end. I will keep track of it and give you an update when the majority of stuff sells, or when I'm just, you know, ready to report back when I have enough info. So thank you guys so much for watching. You're the best. Please like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of my content. I really appreciate everybody who takes time to watch me. Thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. It really means a lot to me. I hope you guys know that. So thank you so much. Love you. And I'll be back with a new video soon. Bye.